Hey, what's up, you guys? This is MCLegoboy here with another Not a Frog Frogracer review. And this one is the Seaspray-02. So, yeah, this is the one where, if you've been following along, the one that I've been saying, yeah, I got, another pod that started, I just never got around to finishing it, and it's I don't even know if I really like it, that sort of a thing. I finally broke down and built it, a week ago. I finally decided, no, I need to do this now. No! And so this is the final result. Really, what took the longest part was the chassis, cockpit, whatever we're calling this section, because I had an idea for it for the longest time, because the pods had already been built. And it was just a matter of actually building the thing instead of just, just doing it and getting it over and done with. It was just I just don't know if this idea works or not. I don't know how to feel about it. Now that I've actually done it, I greatly enjoy what I've been able to accomplish, just to brag on myself a bit more. No, I just, that was one of those things, just trying to get motivated to do it. And I guess also just trying to figure out how to do it. So, But anyway, this is our pod. A little bit on the smaller side when it comes to the engines, a little bit large for the cockpit chassis thing, whatever we're calling it. But that's okay, and that's just because everything's kind of like that with these frog racers and not a frog racers. I mean, look at this thing. What is going on here? We got the real McCoy in here. The engines are that big. This is that huge. I mean, what? And when you get the MP07 in here, got these giant pods, and we got a fairly decent looking thing there. So But these are what I'm going to compare this one to, since they are the other ones that don't have frogs as the pilots. See, we got a macaw, or parrot, as you would like to sometimes call it, and a chicken. And this one, oh, that one fell apart. There we go. This one has a crab as the pilot. So yeah, just trying to find different animals that would work, and I figured a crab would be cool, because maybe he could be grabbing onto some little antenna joystick things. That never happened, as you can tell. But it just, it's that would be an interesting animal to do. I have gotten a request off of Imager, of all places, which is where I showcase all the other images for the pod racers. There will always be one on Flickr, and then there will be a link to an Imager folder which has more, because SmugMug bought Flickr a while ago, and they imposed this whole 1,000 images only thing for your profile, and if you go over 1,000, we're going to start deleting whatever's the oldest image. So I don't want to deal with that. But Imager, they're reasonable. I'm able to just showcase 10 images on a single folder and call it good. And that's also because I couldn't get a thing on Brickshop. Anyway, long tangent. What was I talking about before? Oh yes, I got a request on Imager for a monkey as a pilot, and I'm I mean, that's a cool idea and all, but that might be a little large for the frog racers. I kind of want to keep these guys down to just the one stud wide character, or little animals. The crab kind of is a weird thing because it takes up more than that, but I feel if a frog was next to a crab, this is a pretty large crab, and the frog are pretty large in comparison to a minifigure, but they're kind of within the same scale. A monkey is almost the size as a regular minifigure. I wish I had that. So if I were to ever do that, I would have it be a larger pod racer, like the size of the Black Mamba that I built years ago now. But anyway, back to this one. So yeah, I'm calling it the Seaspray-02. I originally had this as the cockpit screen up front, but then I noticed that the colors are blue, white, and black, and I knew I had an orange, a trans neon orange one from Nexo Nights, so I put it in there, and you know, now that gives me kind of a trifecta of space themes. I've got classic space with the Pod Rover. I have the MP-07 with Mars mission, and now we have the Seaspray-02 for Ice Planet 2002. So what do you guys think? I think it's pretty good. So yeah. Anyway, this one was very much specifically more themed around water, because I've got a crab as the pilot, and really more the ocean. But when you look at the pods, they are fish. We've got these trident pieces, which I've been trying to use forever for the back of an engine. Oh my gosh. Like, that's why it took so long, because it's like I had this idea sitting around forever, and I just needed to have a pod built around it. Well, here you go. Head, dorsal fin, pectoral fins, tail fin. But it's also a trident. So that's where the ocean stuff comes in on the pods. But then, you know, it's like, well, we got to find a way to make the chassis work. It's a scallop. So if you can kind of warp your brain around like I did mine to make it resemble a scallop, you know, you got the little back hinge area here, and it comes forward and goes around. You got all the different ribs on it to make it work as a scallop. And we even rounded the bottom a bit, but that's not on camera. There we go. So yeah, trying to keep this thing from falling apart on me. It's kind of built the same way as the Mars mission one that fell apart on me earlier. To where nothing's really connected too well. And this section here with the binding, yeah, that section there, it's very loose. Can kind of be positioned to whatever I need it to be. And these are even on hinges so that I can get the cables nice and taut. Yeah, there we go, that's better. And, you know, like, these can move, of course. You can't, like, if I wanted to, I could move that one, but I don't think it really looks all that good. But, you know, we kind of got a little bit of visual continuity going on in here with, like, the blue is the stuff that's more detail-oriented, so we got some detail on there. But the white is all the smooth sections, so... And then the black is just there because black is a good color that goes with just about anything. Got some good detail going on in here, kind of similar to what I had for my Sigfigs pod racer from what, like 2014? I don't remember. And you know, we got these engines in here, kind of similar to the Rumblebee, because I bought a bunch of these old engine pieces. So yeah, man, I just, you know, very happy with this pod now that I've actually got it done. And so yeah, like, for being a bit of a rush job, kind of, and like, I finally built this after the longest time and procrastinating for 10 months, you know. I'm glad to finally have it done. From this point forward, all frog racers are done, and we'll be reviewing them every second week of the month, or whatever's closest to the 15th, whatever Friday lands closest to the 15th. Anyway, you know, November and December, they've got pod racers already built, so we're just playing the waiting game. So this has been MCLegoboy with the Seaspray-02. See you guys.